In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can create African folktale story from the very beginning to the end, starting from the scripting, generating of visuals, and how you can get the final result without any complications, without go this way, go here, go and download these tools, and with 100% free tools, something like this.
Long ago, in a small town in Nigeria, there lived a young woman named Ada. Ada was kind and hardworking. One hot afternoon, she was traveling to another city to look for a better job. She had been in the bus for many hours. The road was dusty. The sun was very hot. The bus was shaking as it moved. Ada was very hungry. Her stomach made loud sounds. Growling, growling. She held her stomach and said softly, "Please wait. I will find food soon." After many hours, the bus stopped at a small roadside restaurant. The signboard was old and fading. It read, "Mama Titi's special food." The place looked normal. People were eating. Some were laughing. Ada quickly got down from the bus. "I will eat fast and come back," she told the driver.
That is amazing, right? I'm going to show you in this video how you can get that done without wasting time. So what you have to do is for you to just kindly give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel if you haven't, and drop your comment in the comment section. To be able to create your African folktale story, step 1, come over to your ChatGPT and then go ahead to prompt ChatGPT to come up with the script, to give you a script to generate a story based on what you want to come up with, based on the story idea that is in your mind. So I'm going to kindly come down here. You see this? Here is where it is written dictates, so that I can be able to voice out how I want the story to be like. So I'm going to come down here to record my voice. Okay. So I'm going to say there was a young lady who was very hungry. She was traveling to another place. So far, this is what I have narrated so far. She went outside, okay? So here is what I have narrated, the story that I want to come up with. Before now, I had already visualized how I want my story to be like. So I sat down, then I jotted down how I want the story to be like. So that's why I could be able to flow very well. So the best way is for you to use this, this dictate to voice over to say out whatever you want the story to be like, and then done for you to type. So I'm going to click then to send. So after getting your prompt, after visualizing how you want your story to be like, the next thing is for you to come down here. So I'm going to say, based on the story script provided above, I need African folktale story around that. So, and make the story to be relatable based on real life situation. Use simple English that even a child of 6 years could understand. And also, let it be in form of a novel-like story. Thank you. I'm going to prompt ChatGPT to give me a full African folktale story around that story. So, I'm going to wait for ChatGPT to come up with the script. So you can see that, remember, here is my prompt, here is my story script. If you need it, you can tell me in the comment section. I'm going to send to you. And then here is what ChatGPT is giving me. And remember, based on the script, I said based on the story script provided above, I need African folktale story around that. Make the story to be relatable. You can see here keyword relatable. Take note of this keyword relatable, and based on real life situation. Okay. I also stated that it should use simple English. I don't want a situation whereby it will come up with big grammar that most people will not be able to understand. And it will really show that I'm using AI to create the story. So I'm going to also say that, it should be a simple English that even a child of 6 years could understand, and it should be in form of a novel. So I want it to be in form of a novel so that it can be well narrated in form of narration. Okay, so here is it. So ChatGPT has given me a title for the story. The Hungry Traveler and the Roadside Kitchen happens to be the title according to ChatGPT. So I say ChatGPT has given me chapter 1, the long journey. Long ago, in a small town in Nigeria, there lived a young woman named Ada. Ada was kind and hardworking. One hot afternoon, she was traveling to another city to look for a better job. She had been in the bus for many hours. You can see here, here is the script. You have to visualize how you want your story to be like so that you can be able to have a good story. Okay, so here is it, here is it, here is it. So it comes with chapter 1, chapter 2, down to chapter 5. So after you might have gotten your story, let's head on to the next step. Trust me, I'm going to give you practical tips, step by step tips, no complications, just easy for you to follow steps in order for you to create your African folktale story. In fact, within 30 minutes, you can get your story done. Within 30 minutes. Within 30 minutes, I mean it. So let's move on to the next step.
Watch this video up to this point and you haven't given a like, you are wrong. Please kindly give this video a like, subscribe to this channel, and make sure you share this video with another creator. Let's continue.
What you have to do next is for you to come over and search for Clip Charm. It is very simple for you to navigate through it. Go ahead to sign up, and then it is very easy for you to navigate through it. Once you sign up to your Clip Charm, as I said, there are two ways you can get this done. It is either you use Clip Charm to voice over your story, or you use your voice. Either way is okay. So once you get to your Clip Charm interface, what you have to do, click on text to speech, click on try it, then you wait for it to open. So once it gets to this interface, what you have to do is for you to come over to the part where you can see here text to speech. You see language, you can decide to use English United States, or you change to English of your choice. Select any voice. You come down to this drop down icon here, then you select any voice of your choice. Okay, Ada multilingual, cheerful, warm. You can see here are list of the voice that you could use. So I think I'm going to go back to that Ada since it depicts African name, yeah, Igbo name rather. So I'm going to be making use of Ada so that it can give me maybe a touch of Nigerian voice. So once you get to this point, the next thing that you need to do is for you to come back. Let's go back to ChatGPT and copy the script. Remember the story so that we can be able to get the voice out of this. So you come over to your ChatGPT and then let's copy the story. You kindly come down here and copy the story. Then I'm going to paste here so that I can delete the essays, the parts that I don't want to appear in the story. So okay, so from here now let's come back to our clip charm. Once you get here, you come over to type what you'd like to say. So you come down here and then paste it. Once you paste your prompt, you kindly come down here to the part where you see save. So go ahead to save it. Okay, now once you paste your prompt and then click on save, you wait for it to generate. You wait for it to turn into the audio, the voiceover that you can use in your video. Now, as at the time of making this video, I think Clip Charm can only give you voiceover of 5 minutes for the free version I'm talking about. But I think that is fair enough, because if at all you are having maybe 30 minutes video, it means you can be able to create every 5 minutes. Once you wait for it to finish generating, you come over to this. You can see here, play space. Go ahead to play. You go ahead to play. Let's see the result.
Long ago, in a small town in Nigeria, there lived a young woman named Ada. Ada was kind and hardworking. One hot afternoon, she was traveling to another city to look for a better job. She had been in the bus for many hours. The road was dusty. The sun was very hot. The bus was shaking as it moved. Ada was very hungry. Her stomach made loud sounds. Growling, growling. She held her stomach and said softly, "Please wait. I will find food."
Okay, you can see that now I'm going to say something concerning this. Now, if you want a different voice, you can see the voice. You can see the voice that I'm using. So if you want the software to be able to pronounce the names, you have to make sure you choose a particular English that will best fit your, maybe the language you are speaking. That's one of the things you should consider when you are choosing your voice and when you are choosing the English you want to use. Yes, in your voiceover. Okay. And you can see how crazy that is. You can see how crazy, and you are using 100% free tool to do this. So without me wasting time to play the full voiceover, you come over here. You can see this part, export. Here is where you can be able to click to download your video. So since I'm going to be making use, I'm going to be downloading only the voice, not the video, because it comes with either video or only the voiceover. You can decide to add video from this part. So I'm going to be using this 480p for draft. So I'm going to, so that it will save space. Okay, you can see so it's downloading, so you wait for it to count from 1 to 100%, and it's fast, it doesn't take time. Save to your computer. So I'm gonna click on save to my computer. I'm going to title it as, so I'm gonna save it as Folktale voiceover, so that it will be very easy for me to locate when we want to make use of it. And then I'm going to save to desktop. I need it to be very, very easy when I want to locate it. So definitely it has been saved to my PC. So once you get that done, the next step is for you to come back. Okay, so let's come back to our story here. So let's come back to our story. So I said there are two ways that you can get your voiceover. Number one, we made use of Clip Charm to get our voiceover. Another way you get your voiceover is for you to copy this. Just kindly copy the story. Copy your story and then come over and then open a new doc. Then paste. So once you copy your story and come over to Google Docs or Word document, is for you to kindly on your screen recorder. You can use your screen recorder or you use your voice recorder, right? Yes. Even if you are using your phone, there is a voice recorder in your phone. So you can use your voice recorder or you use your screen recorder, something like this. You can see this, something like this to record. So just go ahead to read from the very beginning, from for instance from this chapter 1. I can just say, long, long ago, in a small town in Nigeria, there lived a young woman named Ada. Ada was kind and hardworking. One, make sure you observe punctuation marks when you are reading, and make sure you position your voice very well, clear your throat so that you can read out clearly. If you know how to read, you don't have any issues. I want to show you example of a particular channel that is using her voice to read out her story, and I want to show you the kind of views that this channel is accumulating, so that you will not think because it is your voice that you will not make a good result. No, don't do that. Okay, so here comes a particular channel that is using her voice to narrate our story, and it comes with a very good result. You can see here the name of the channel is Zainab African Tales. Zainab African Tales. So coming down here, you can see 3 months ago, 1 million views. Can you see that? With a story of 14 minutes. Now let me play just.
Nadira was the kind of woman who made head turn wherever she went.
You can see that. Okay, I'm just doing that for you to hear that you can actually use your voice, and you can see the number of likes. See the number of likes, see the number of comments. You can actually use your voice, only your voice, to narrate your story, to voice over your story, and it will give you the result that you want. Okay, so another way you can do this is for you to use your voice to narrate your story. Just read out your story. Thereafter, you save it. So once you save your story, let's move on to the next step of getting our story ready. The next step is for us to get visuals for our story. You will not narrate a story without visuals that depict the story. Okay, so you come over to the ChatGPT where you created the story, and then kindly say, now there are two ways you can get your visuals. It is either you get your image visuals, which you are going to be adding emotions to it, or you get videos for for it to depict what you are saying, what you are narrating. So I'm going to come over to dictate where you can voice out what you want to say. I'm going to say, based on this story, give me visuals for this story. Okay. So I'm going to click here. Based on the story, give me visuals prompts for me to create visuals for this story. Okay. Click here to send. Then wait for ChatGPT to come up with the visuals prompt. Now, I said there are two ways you can get this done. The second way you can do it is maybe based on your story, you know the kind of visuals that will depict each of those characters. You just go ahead to create visuals for it. But the easiest way is for you to just kindly come down to the part where you generated the story and then ask ChatGPT to give you visuals for the story. You can see here, prompt 1, inside the bus, a young African woman sitting inside an old public bus. And then scene 2, which is prompt 2, a small roadside. So you kindly come down here to the first prompt, then copy. Now, once you copy your visual prompt, it is either you transition your prompt into a video or you use image. Then thereafter, you add motions to your image. So if you want to be making use of your image, you can kindly come over and then search for Whisk. Just come over and search for Whisk AI. To me, I prefer you use a video. Yes, you use a video visual, because that alone send a deep message and make people to be able to relate with your story very fast. But if you prefer using images, then add motions to your image for your image to move. It's still okay. Most people use that and they still record thousands and millions of views. Okay, so I'm going to click on this one, Wix Lab Google FX. So you click on it. So you see sign in with Google. Once it opens to this interface, then click on browse gallery, click on it. Then click on enter tool and continue. Click on continue again, get started. Okay, once you do that, this is the full interface of Whisk AI. So what you have to do is for you to come over to where you see describe your idea or roll the dice for prompt ideas. So you click and paste that prompt. Remember the prompt, the visual prompt we copied from ChatGPT. So you click here to send. Now the best way for you to get aspect ratio when you want to generate image for your story is for you to use Whisk AI, because it will give you that 16.9 aspect ratio, which is for YouTube long form video. Okay, but Grok AI still have this as well. Now you can see here you can see that a young African woman sitting inside an old public bus, looking tired and hungry, holding her stomach slightly. You can see that that has really pictured the visual. So for you to download, you kindly right click and then click on save as, and then go ahead to save your image. Save. So once you save your image, go back to your chat GPT to copy the next prompt. Now for the second prompt, I'm not gonna be using Whisk AI. I wanted to just show you that aspect as well, that you can use Whisk AI to get your visuals. So the next step, I'm gonna be showing you how you can get your visuals in a video format. So click and then search for Grok. Grok AI is very easy for you to navigate through it. So once you open your Grok AI, you come over to the part where you see imagine, click on imagine, and then come down to type to imagine and then paste the prompt. Okay, once you paste the prompt, Grok AI gives you access to for you to select your aspect ratio. So if you want to post it as real or as short, or maybe on Instagram, you select the aspect ratio that best fits the platform that you want to promote your video. And it gives you 6 seconds video for the free version. You get to create 6 seconds video per prompt. Do you understand? And then once you are done with that, once you are done selecting your aspect ratio, you go ahead to send. Click here to send. So once you send, you wait for it to turn into a video or the image. Either ways is still okay. So let's wait for the result. Okay, here comes the second prompt, which is Mama Titi's special food. Okay, so that is it. Okay, so for the second prompt, now you can as well transition this into a video. So let's play. You can see make a video, you click on make a video to turn it into a video. But the best way is for you to just come over each time you want to paste your prompt. You kindly click here to select video. Do you understand? To select video rather than turning your image into a video, you can just select video so that once you paste the prompt, it will be video direct. Okay, so let's wait for it to generate. Okay, let's play to see the results. Can see that, right? Oh, this is so local. It's indeed a local restaurant anyway. So that is how you can get your image prompt. That is how you can get your image prompt. So now let's go back and copy another prompt. Let's copy another prompt. I think that will be the final prompt. That will definitely be the final prompt. Then we'll move on to the final step in creating our folktale story. So the next prompt is, which is prompt 3. So this is it. So I'm going to copy. And then I'm going to go back to Grok. So once I get to my Grok, I'm going to click on video at once. You can always redo your video. Yes, you can always redo your video. You can see this. You can see that this is very, very nice, extremely nice, and it really depicts the prompt. Yeah, it is exactly what is in that prompt. So let me mute the sound so that you can hear what I'm saying. A close-up of a plate of rice and stew on a plastic table in a local African restaurant. You can see that. So here is how you can get your visuals either in an image format or you use maybe video format. Either ways, it is extremely okay. But I will prefer, if possible, you use the video format so that it can really give sense of what you are saying and your story can be more relatable. Okay, and then kindly go ahead to save your video, to download your video. You can see here, just right click and then go ahead to save your video to your PC. So the next step, which happens to be the final step, yay, in getting our story ready, is for you to come over to your editing software, be it CapCut, InShot, or any editing software you are using, and then kindly click on it to open. I'm using CapCut desktop, yes. Then I'm going to click on import stuff, and here comes the first image we downloaded. So I'm gonna click on open. Remember, this is for the purpose of tutorial, so there's no need of me trying to add all the images. So yes, there's no need. So I'm going to drag in, okay, to add the image. So once you've added your image or your videos to your CapCut timeline, the next thing that you need to do is for you to bring in the voiceover. So I'm gonna click on music. So I'm gonna come down here, click on audio. Once I click on audio, you come over to the part where you see extract audio. Click on extract audio, then click on import. Okay, once you click on import, it will take you to your music where you can be able to access it. So I saved it as Folktale voiceover, so I'm going to click on it and then I'm going to click on open. Okay, then wait for it to be added to the timeline. It has been added, so you drag and then add here. Okay, so here is it. So now let's play. Let's play to see what will actually happen.
Long ago, in a small town in Nigeria, there lived a young woman named Ada.
You can see that. So after there was a young woman named Ada, you bring another visuals, make sure you add all the visuals to this timeline. And then once you are done with that, you kindly come down here. You can see here to export your video.
Okay, we've come to the end of today's tutorial and I really hope you found it helpful. Do not forget to give a like, subscribe to this channel, and also drop your comments in the comment section. If you need any prompts, kindly drop in the comment section. I'm going to forward it to you if you need any prompt. And if there is any question at all, let me know in the comment section. I'm going to answer you. Thank you for watching and see you in my next one. Bye bye.